Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill, the big righty, Gavin Williams. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
All right, ready to go here. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And here it comes. That one finds the zone. That's strike two.
One and two.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. That one ripped. Jones, long run. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boo. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. Wells leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Off the mark there. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He's in there. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
1 home run shy of 200 for his career. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Bellinger with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark.
Whoa.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Nope, that's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Martinez brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third.
Batting fourth, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And that is out of play. Swing and a foul, out of play. Runner at third, 2 away. Fly ball down the line. Jones flying after this one.
Oh.
Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Stays alive. 2 outs with a runner at third. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Thomas squeezes it, and that is that. 1 left for the Yankees. Now the Guardians will get their shot. Still scoreless. It's Major League Baseball. And we're back. And on the mound now, Clark Schmidt. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Oh, and your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters. It's extremely impressive, and you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
And lines out to third. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Lane Thomas.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score, he's definitely able to do that.
Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Right through there for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He swings and fouls one off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ball 1 there.
2 strike.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Jazz tosses to first, and that's the third out. One left for the Guardians, scoreless after one. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Williams back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Jones makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Volpe matched a homer in his last game. No score here in the second. And 1-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's in the dirt. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer it that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
And now it's even up. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Hit in the air out to center field. Martinez. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Digging in, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Bo Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the corner for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with two pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
One down, base is empty. That one inside, and it's 1-2. That one missed. On the ground to third, Cabrera. Tosses across to first, 2 out.
Batting seventh.
So digging in, Gabriel Arias.
Gabriel Arias.
And there's the strike.
0-1. That's a ball.
swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. The Guardians go down in order. Move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Pablo Reyes.
In the air, right field. Jones sizes this one up. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Two and one.
High fly ball out to center field. Rocchio settles under it and makes the catch. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Jones on the move. He makes the grab, and that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Rocchio.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over it.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. Just missed. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Rocchio headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Lane Thomas. First pitch misses. And there's a ball. Line drive. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting.
Now here's
right
Nolan
fielder.
Jones.
Nolan
And Cleveland on top 1-0.
Jones.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. On the ground, and that's just foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that's in there at the knees.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And ball 1. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. On to the fourth. Here is Aaron Judge.
The designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Now 3-0.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And Judge spoils that one.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Check swing, called strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there
Now
anyhow.
batting, the center fielder, Cody
Bellinger up to hit. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Flied to right his first time. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Little chopper rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
On a line out towards center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Line drive, base hit. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And fouled off. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 4-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Pablo Reyes stands in. He's 0 for 1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Foul ball there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning, well-struck right field. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. A solo shot. It's 4-2.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So now here's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. That one misses. Ball 3. Here's a rocket out to left. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Bo
Naylor at the plate now. And there's a foul ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Center field. Bellinger moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias.
Gabriel Arias.
First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Bellinger makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Joey Cantillo.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. Got him swinging.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Judge at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through that.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Outside low. The count now 2-2. And a curve is down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. Rocchio pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. But they still lead this one 4-2. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Here's Brian Rocchio. Schmidt back to work. And a ground ball to first. Goldie takes it himself. One up, one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Martinez stands in now and watches strike one. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Fought off foul.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's off the mark, 2-2. Right side, Chisholm. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still down by a count of 4-2. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Here is Goldschmidt. 1 for 2. In the dirt.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
And that one pulled foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. 0-2 in this one. Fouled off. He was late. Chisholm, a former All-Star, 27 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Cantillo checks over to first, and he's back. Strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And now 1-2. Bellinger, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. The shortstop takes the ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Guardians 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
MLB The Show.
Just missed.
You know, these Guardians, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first, and Ramirez is set down.
Now batting, first baseman
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Inside, just missed. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting,
Kyle
the
Manzardo
designated
digs
hitter,
in for the Guardians.
Kyle Manzardo.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Yoendris Gomez.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Misses off the plate, and that's ball one. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. To the right side, and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, 2 outs. Naylor digs in now. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And that drops in for a strike. And Naylor swings through that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. 2 on, 2 outs. And it remains 2-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. It's 4-3. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias, on the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Manzardo, the lead runner out at second. Naylor on at first with 2 down. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That's outside. Ball 1. That one missed.
That's a really good take.
2 on, 2 outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. To the right side. And that one finds its way through. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now batting.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
The flow is covered by God. Told my city go on.
To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one is inside ball 1. Next offering upstairs. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 1 down. And up next for New York, Pablo Reyes. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone right there.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one way inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, third baseman.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. The Yanks lead one, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching for the
We're
New
back
York
in a new
Yankees.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh.
Number
Luke
30.
Weaver.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No ball. 2 strike.
Next pitch inside. Now 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next one misses, and it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Martinez in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Battling here as he fouls it away. Looking to get the tying run on base. Lifted in the air now to left side. Makes the grab. That's out number 2. There's Lane Thomas now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's off the mark. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Herron. So back to the top of the order. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. Inside, just missed. Next offering down in the dirt. Swing and a miss.
Well, they came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that's a fair ball. It's Aaron Judge now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Fastball is outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Paul Sewald up and loosening in the pen. Smith getting cranked up as well. Judge waits, and it is 2-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Back foot slider struck him out.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wells at first, one gone. And that one in the air center field. Martinez snags it for the second out. Paul Goldschmidt now.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And there's a strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Squirts away a little bit. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Misses, and now it's 3-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Guardians 3. Back now at Progressive Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And a quick out, number 1. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And that one fouled off. Just off the inside edge. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a little bit low. That's towards center. Bellinger under it. And there are 2 outs. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. He's already homered in this game.
Santana.
And that is out of play. And strike 2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Your time is up, this your third out. Plus we got hitters on deck, let you word now. We gon' pull up, hood up, what now? Jump out. About to get on your barber. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jump. We're back, it's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Smith.
Now pitching for the Guardians.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 in this one.
Cade Smith.
That one the other way, and a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. Smith, a 6'5" righty, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. That one drifts inside. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-2 now. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Smith throws over. Chisholm back in on a dive. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Here's a 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Next to hit, Pablo Reyes. Swings through that one. 0-1.
1 strike.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that misses. And 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for the Yankees, and it remains a 4-3 game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Devin Williams.
Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
Designated hitter, Kyle
On the corner for a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Now here is Bo Naylor. First pitch just misses. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Just missed. In the air, left field. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Gabriel.
So they're down to their final out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Out to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
I feel like Joe Home. I like scoring a play and set up another. Table for two, I step out with shorty to pick up a path from my Cartier buffs. Give me a second. Don't really matter to the Lord. You all my turn to the furnace. Snuggle hotel. Dinner, the room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight, I turn on the burners. Flip a switch for the because you cheer the switch. MSC 398 size 11. I crush my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger. They match so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a democracy. Really, I get it. I take it back and I split it at Williamson. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I ran it up just to give me a monogram. One-on-one cast. Yeah, I've been raising my price. I'm grateful as ever because it took a village. Wherever. Shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain. Happy to say that I'm no longer working. Not really feeling. Needed a